Hey guys, it's Amber, also known as Pretty Amor, and I'm a reseller on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, Depop, Etsy, and Curtsy. It's been a little bit since I've done a what sold video. I've just been, I don't know, just like all over the place, work and, trying to get some family life in and things like that. I just don't have time to sit down and do my videos. So they will probably be a little intermittent with the what sold videos and hauls and things like that. But I'm trying to keep the $10 into $10,000 challenge about every 2 weeks or so. It's kind of just dependent on what sells. But yeah, that's the life of an aspiring YouTuber that has to have a real job in conjunction with like my second full-time job reselling, and then a side hustle in content creation and social media. Like, I'm spread pretty thin, but I like to keep it going. But yeah, so this is what sold over the weekend and today, Monday, before I ship out. I usually ship out Monday mornings, but that time change got me. It really got me. Like, I was so tired, I couldn't really do anything. So whatever, they're shipping out a day later. It's not that big a deal. It's in within 3 business days. So first we have this Old Navy swimsuit that sold on Poshmark in 321 days for my full asking price of $24. And I got this from, they were called Helpsy, and now I think they're called New Source. This was in like a big, I don't even know what they called it. They called it the Unknowns, but like there was a bunch of new tag Old Navy in there. So like, I don't know, but it was called an unknown box, and there were a lot of unknown brands, but they were pretty good money. This was before I started filming videos, so this took a while to sell. But I don't think I would get that box again unless it was a deeper discount, because one, I got free shipping. Otherwise, there would be no way. Like, the shipping, I think, was like over $100. I mean, I think it was a full pallet, and they separated it into boxes for me. Luckily, because I can't have a pallet coming to my townhouse here. But yeah, it wasn't that great. There were some brands that sold pretty well that were unknown to most people, but now I just have a bunch of stuff just chilling, and I set a bunch of stuff to ThredUp that I didn't want to bother with, and it didn't sell that well. So yeah, but the cost of goods came out per item $2.03. So this was a pretty good return, but 321 days later. Then we have this Giorgio Armani dress. It is a wool blend. It sold on eBay in 294 days for an offer of $45. I feel like a lot of people think that Giorgio Armani is a really, really good high-end brand, and it can be for certain things, but a lot of their basic dresses like this, they don't sell well. $45 for Armani, like, it's crazy. But yeah, that's what the comps were. I was gonna send this to ThredUp because I think it would have sold higher on ThredUp, but I just didn't, and I listed it, and yeah, whatever. I paid $9.99 at a Salvation Army, so I'm making a little bit on it. Then I sold these Old Navy flare leg pants. They're new with tags. They sold on Poshmark in 58 days for an offer of $25, and I got them from a big ThredUp box that was 200 pounds, and per item it was 93 cents. I knew those would definitely sell because flare leg is for sure in, and with it being Old Navy new with tags, that was pretty good, and plus size, classic black, let's see, where did this go? Then these Anthropologie chino. I didn't even know this was like a line. It must be older of Anthropologie, but I found them at the bin, but they sold on Depop in 246 days for an offer of $20, and I got them at the Goodwill bins for $1.92. They are skinny leg, so I mean, probably at the bins I would pick them up again because, I still got, what, $16.64 from the sale, but, you know, skinny's not in. So if you want a little bit faster movers, obviously don't pick up skinny. Then this super cute Lulu's dress, all over lace, high-low, or no, it's a asymmetric hem, kind of like a handkerchief hemline. This sold on Poshmark in 78 days for an offer of $18. And I did have to sell it a little bit lower because it does have like some strings coming off here, and there was some discoloration, yeah, right here on the front. So that sucks. Hopefully whoever bought it can get it out or take it to the dry cleaners or something like that. But if it wasn't for that, I think I could have got closer to $30, since it is like very spring, summer, bridal, vow renewal, engagement style kind of dress. But it did so quickly in 78 days. So, and this was from a consignment client. So after paying them out in Poshmark fees, I will make $6.30. Then this Ralph Lauren black label shirt button-down dress sold on Poshmark in 39 days for a 10% off offer of $36 in discounted shipping that Nifty sent out for me. And this is a consignment item as well. So after paying them out and Poshmark fees, I will make $11.10. I've said it before in other videos, like I don't really seek out Ralph Lauren, but from what this consignor is sending me is selling very well. That and Calvin Klein in bigger sizes. This is an 18W. So definitely be on the lookout for these bigger sizes in, like, you know, Ralph Lauren, Calvin Klein, Eloquii, things like that, or brands like that, I should say, that, you know, sell well in the summer. Dresses, pants, things like that, you know. I didn't even think about buying them at the regular thrift store, but it seems like they do pretty well. And then this Eddie Bauer fleece jacket sold on eBay in 237 days for an offer of $16, and I got it at the Goodwill bins for $1.41. I'm honestly glad to see this go right before summer, because this is, you know, kind of more of like, yeah, I guess you could wear it in spring. It still is pretty chilly. It does need another lint roll now. I hate black clothing. It just drives me up a wall of how lint just sticks to it and you can never really get it fully off. But yeah, anyway, I'm glad to see this go. And yeah, another item I'm glad to see go is this J. Crew button-down pajama top. I've had it forever. Nifty says 404 days, but I'm pretty sure it's longer. That's just how long I've been using Nifty. I got it from Boutique by the Box for $6.75. Some of the J. Crew stuff sold pretty quickly and pretty well, but you know, no one really wants to spend too much money on a sleep shirt, and I'm not sure most men are gonna wear this out, and it is as advertised as a pajama top, so you know. But it sold on Poshmark in 25 days, and like I said, I got it for $6.75. Glad to see it gone. Then this Tail activewear quarter zip top sold on Poshmark in 151 days for a 10% off Nifty of $22 in discounted shipping. And I got it at the Goodwill bins for $1.70. But I do sometimes pick up this brand for like $6.99 at the regular Goodwill. And definitely when it's half price day, like $3.50 or $4.50 or whatever it is. It's a lesser known activewear brand, but there's a lot of people that seek it out, especially in the bigger sizes, that I notice tend to do better. But yeah, if you don't know this brand, it's not a get rich brand, but it is a bread and butter brand that most resellers pass on. But you can make some money from it because, like I said, I got $14.40, and that's not my $15 rule, but it was when I listed it. But the discounted shipping, you know, and 10% off. Then this Lululemon black and white speckled top sold on eBay in 26 days for a 10% off offer that Nifty sent out for $22.50. And it is a consignment item as well. So after paying them out and eBay fees, I will make, let's do a quick little calculation. I have to subtract out the shipping. I will make $6.16. I feel like a lot of people are not buying Lululemon to resell much. But if I get them on consignment or they're a low price and not an old style, they still move for me. Like, it is a bread and butter brand at this point. It's not a high or fast mover unless it is newer, but I sold another Lululemon. So it stays on my list of things to pick up and things to sell because, well, they sell for me. And so, yes, the Lululemon Pace Breaker pants, they are men's. They sold on eBay in 27 days for $30. That was an offer. I listed them for $45. They did have a tiny little flaw. I don't even know where it went now. I believe there was something. Oh, yeah, it's on the inside. Just right here. Oh, camera's not really picking it up. Just this little string here on the inside, but it still works just fine. Yeah, but this was from a consignment client, so after paying them out and eBay fees, I will make $8.77. Then this Free People tank top sold on Poshmark in over 402 days for an offer of $20, and I got it at a regular Goodwill, I believe, for $2.50. Or that might be Salvation Army. I can't remember off the top of my head. But regardless, it's a cute top. And this Carhartt button down that I already have packaged up because oh yeah, I used to package like this, so I've had it for a while. I used to pack up all of my items and do my little label and then put that in my spreadsheet, but that was just so time consuming for me and kind of wasteful on my part. Not really for the bag because I do wrap everything in plastic when I send it out, but the little tags and stuff, it was a little bit more helpful, but I still had to dig through the bin for the most part, and now it just saves me time just throwing them in the bin and marking down what bin they're in. But yeah, so it sold on Poshmark for my full asking price of $23. Oh no, that was 10% off, my bad, and discounted shipping. Honestly, I don't even remember what I bought this for. It's been so long. And that was before I kept really good track. I know I got it from Plato's Closet because like 4 years ago you could just sell Carhartt super quick for some reason, and I don't know, I just picked this up. Maybe I was gonna give it to someone, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it was like $15, so I didn't really make any money, basically getting my money back. Then these airy leggings are kind of like soft velour material, sold on Poshmark in over 402 days for my full asking price though of $29, and I got them from Boutique by the Box as well for $4.88. I do regret picking this up from Boutique by the Box area. I mean, I thought it would move fast, and some of them did, and some of them moved very well, but then I'm stuck with a lot of it, and I've been slowly selling it to Plato's Closet, but they don't pay enough for it. Some of them are $4.88, and some I paid at like $6.75, and they're not paying that much at all. So, guess I'll just keep trying to sell them. Then these super cute UGG Zoe Wedge sandals sold on Poshmark in 94 days for an offer of $40. And this is from a consignment client, so after paying them out and Poshmark fees, I will make $14. And this sale literally just came through before I started, so I don't have the numbers on it yet. But this super cute Dooney Bourke bag sold. It is from a consignment client, but it sold on Mercari for $80. And I will put right here the breakdown of it and the fees and then how much I make. But it comes with a little dust bag, and there's another strap that is in here. If you like this, I also have another one in cream. I think the official color is called Bone or something like that. But yeah. And I also just made another sale, Amazon shorts, and I found out later that you're not only supposed to sell Amazon shorts on eBay, but they never took it down. I just saw that on a Facebook post, but they sold for full price for $25, so I gotta go find that now. And I got them at the Goodwill bins for this much. And another item that sold, I actually shipped it out very quickly, but it sold over the weekend. This Moose Knuckles jacket. It actually sold once on Poshmark. You know the story if you follow me on Facebook. It sold once on Poshmark for $243, but Poshmark canceled that transaction because the payment couldn't be verified. I don't really know what that means. Like, maybe because it's over a certain amount, she had to click something. Maybe, I don't know, or address or something like that, it said. I'm not sure. So it got canceled, and then I was like, why did it get canceled? And I couldn't message her. So like, I was like, okay, so her account got restricted too. That's really fishy. Good thing I dodged that bullet. And then on Mercari, like 3 days later, she sends me a message that she's the same person from Poshmark. Well, that got deleted by Mercari, but I could see it in my notifications before it got deleted. And she offered me $240, and I was like, YOLO, I guess. So I accepted it, and I got it shipped off through UPS today. So crossing my fingers that it all goes good and that there was just some fluke on Poshmark. But yeah, hopefully that goes good and I don't lose out on $240. That was free to me. My uncle actually got it for me from the bins. So yeah, it's very exciting. I get to make the full $215.51. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to stitch another video into this. If I do, here we go. But if not, then let me know, what is your craziest story on Poshmark or Mercari or anything like that? Does it live up to the drama of this Moose Knuckles coat? Let me know. As always, be sure to like and subscribe for more videos. Bye.